Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Frost and welcome back to the top 5. Hell yeah, hope you guys are doing good, and today we're going to be counting down the top 5 best score streaks in Black Ops Cold War. Hell yeah, back again with another Call of Duty top 5, hopefully you guys are doing good. So yeah, top 5 best score streaks. Keep in mind this is all my opinion, you're entitled to your own opinion, so if you want to make your own list in the comments, feel free to do so. As usual in these videos, if you want to suggest a top 5 to do, either do so in the comments or in my Discord server. You're allowed to, suggest basically anything for the games I play, whether it be GTA, this, Rainbow Six, whatever it feels like, whatever you want to see, I'll try to do it. But yeah, so I'm just going to point this out straight at the bat as well. The number 5 spot was the hardest for me to put on this list, because there's a lot of score streaks, and just because a score streak isn't on this list doesn't mean it's awful. I just want to point that out as well. I just condemned it to the 5, and I'll give reasons for it obviously. So yeah, hope you guys agree with me. If not, again, it's totally fine. We're all human, we're all entitled to an opinion. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And with that being said, let's get into this, shall we? So coming in at number 5, I put the Napalm Strike, and as I said, this was the hardest kind of, this was the hardest one to pick in my opinion, because there's so many, useful score streaks in this game. But I put the Napalm Strike here purely for, kind of nostalgia purposes with Black Ops 1. Now, number 5, in my opinion, can be swapped for literally anything. You can put anything you want here. Ultimate, I just put a Napalm Strike because it's nostalgic and it's fairly easy to get. If you're if you're not an awful player, then it is really easy to get a Napalm Strike, genuinely. So, it's easy to get, and it's a bit unreliable at times. You either kill a lot of people or you don't kill anyone. So that's really why I put it in number 5. But as I said, you can swap it out for anything you want to swap it out for, whether it be Hellstorm missile or even an RCXD, whatever you feel like you can swap out for. But I put the Napalm Strike here because it's cool. It's a cool score streak. You get caught in these big planes, they drop fire, and even, if you don't hit anyone on impact, the fire can still do damage to someone and kill them. So when you look at it like that, it's a cool kind of concept. And it was in Black Ops 1, which is kind of where the nostalgia comes from for me, and that's why I put it here. It was hard to pick a number 5 spot, but I just went with this because, well, the reasons I've just listed. And yeah, it's, as I said, it can be unreliable at times, but ultimately I feel like it's a cool score streak, and it's also my most used score streak other than a spy plane. So yeah, number 5. Number 4, the most recent addition to the game, is the Strafe run. This is basically kind of similar to the Napalm Strike, except instead of fire, you get, big jets, 2 jets, might I just add. 2 jets that come in, they do a couple gun runs, basically anyone in that area is done for. And it's cool, It was added in Season 3, which is this current season, and I also feel like I should add that these, can change over time. Should they get nerfed, or should something, a new score streak gets added in that's cooler or whatever. But yeah, I put the Strafe run here because it's really cool to see a gun run kind of thing. It reminds me of the Warthog from Black Ops 2. In Black Ops 2, the Warthog was one of my most used, one of my favourite kill streaks, not one of the most used, but one of my favourite kill streaks. And yeah, I just like this because it's 2 planes, and I don't think a SAM launcher can lock onto them. They might be able to, but I've not tested that out yet, and I'm not sure if anyone has. But yeah, I would say it's more reliable than the Napalm Strike, which is why it's above it, because there's 2 planes, well, no, the Napalm Strike has 2 planes as well, but basically I think it's 4 or 5 times that they go around the, wherever you put them, and anything in that area is done for. And I just think it's really cool, you know. It's an easy way to get points, and it's not the most, you know, score costing score streak. It's only like 5,000, I think. So it's, if you know what you're doing, it's, you know, pretty simple to be good with. And yeah, I just feel like it deserves to be here because of what it, you know, what it is. Essentially the Warhawk in Black Ops 2, and it's just a gun run, and everyone knows gun runs are just fun, aren't they? So yeah, number 4. Okay, Air Patrol is number 3 spot. Now, this is a cheaper score streak, which has actually really surprised me based off of what it can do. The Air Patrol is one of the most useful, I'd say the most useful thing in this game, and if not, it's definitely the second one. So why do I feel this way? Well, for those that don't know, the Air Patrol is like 2,400 points, so it's one of the, actually, I'd say it's one of the cheapest options in terms of score. It's really good for what it is. Basically, any in the air kill streak there is, it will destroy it. You call it in, it will destroy it. And it can, if you know they have multiple things, you get more value from it, which is, you know, good. Spy planes destroyed. Counter spy planes destroyed. Attack helicopters destroyed. Strafe run, it does kill the strafe run, and it also kills the Napalm Strike, destroyed. What else does it get? The gun, I don't know if it gets the gunship or not. The gunship might be, you know, out of range for it. I think it gets the chopper gunner, it gets the VTOL escort, basically any, you know, in the air thing, you're going to destroy it. And now, it surprised me so much because for what it is, it's really cheap and is arguably one of the better score streaks in the game, which is why I put it so high. We're not like in the middle of this list. The other two I put, you know, but honestly, if you're looking at this from like a value kind of standpoint, I would put this at number 1, but it's not. So, you know, for what it is, it's on the list. For what it can do, if I looked at this from just a pure value standpoint, this would be number 1. It's very powerful, very cheap, low cost. I don't know why I say cheap, but yeah, number 3. The number 2, I put the Harp, and I had to get this clip and the last clip against bots because I ran out of time when doing this video because a bit of a moron with time management. But yeah, the Harp is essentially the UAV, however, it does not get shot down. It is, I believe, also better, like it can't get shot down by the Air Patrol because it goes above their limit. So basically, the Harp is really powerful. And because it can't get destroyed by the Air Patrol, I'll put it higher than it. If it did, the Air Patrol would be higher, but it's number 2 because of what it is. A counter UAV can be dodgy sometimes because you can just use Ghost and run around the map and, you know, avoid it. But with this, you can't avoid it. It's basically a big satellite, and it basically shows all your movements. Because with the, you know, the spy plane is just a dot. But with this, it's, you know, you see the full movement and everything. So I think it's one of the, it's not even that like of a expensive, I don't even know how you say it. It doesn't cost too much score. I believe it's 6,000, so you won't see one every match. But overall, you will see one occasionally because it's not the hardest thing to get. If you just get like a big kind of, you know, kill streak, you'll probably get one fast. Or if you just play the objective. But let's be real, no one plays the objective. The amount of games of domination I've played, no one does. Sorry, ranting. But yeah, overall the Harp, very powerful for what it is, very good, better than the spy plane. Even though it's more, you know, it costs more the score, I would say it's worth it, and I put it in number 2 purely because this is one of the best, you know, score streaks in this game in my opinion, because it's a support kind of thing and you can't go wrong with it. And number 1, the Chopper Gunner. I wanted to put not the most expensive, I don't know why I keep saying expensive, the most, you know, score, the highest score streak is the gunship, right? But I didn't want to put the gunship here because, let's be real, how many times have you seen the gunship? Based off of, like, you know, just kills. Maybe you get lucky and get it from a care package, but based off of just kills, or the objective score, whatever, how many times do you see the gunship? I would willing to bet you don't see them very often. Now, chopper gunner you don't see very often either, but you're more likely to see one. And also, that's the Black Ops 1 nostalgia coming back again. Now, for those that don't know, who have been living under a rock, the chopper gunner is, in my opinion, the most fun to use. It's in no way the best, well, okay, I think it's one of the best score streaks in the game. That's why I put it number 1, right? But if you, as I said, if you're looking at this from like a utility value, I don't think it'd be on this list unless you're using it for like objective clearance. But even then, the objective need to be outside. What I think the chopper gunner is just really fun to use because you won't get it often, right? But when you do get it, and I got it in bots here, as I said, but if you do get it in a public match or whatever, it's really fun to just dominate with. Now, it does get shot down by the air patrol, which is why I did probably say that the air patrol, if I did this list based off of utility, would be a lot higher than where it is on this list. But, basically, chopper gunner, Black Ops nostalgia, really fun to use. You can decimate with this thing, alright? On an open map like Nuketown, which you're seeing here, you will destroy with the chopper gunner, assuming they don't hide in the house. But on more enclosed maps like Moscow, yeah, it's a little harder to use because most of the map is indoors, but overall I just think it's really fun. It's very powerful, and the only thing that can really shoot it down is an RPG, but it requires a lot of them, a SAM turret and air patrol. But yeah, there we go, that's my list. Hopefully you guys agree with me. If not, again, it's totally fine. But I've been your boy Frost. This was the top 5 best score streaks. Peace.